Hello everyone and welcome to yet another video. Today I'll be showing you some ways on how you could become better at the F1 game. So let's just dive straight in. First, choose a driving style and stick with it, whether that means you're a conservative driver, you're easy on the tyres and you don't really risk too much going into corners. Doesn't necessarily mean you're slow, it just works for you. Whether you're an aggressive driver like me, you try to get every single tenth out of that corner, it sometimes, or most of the time, leads to you corner cutting, just like the video, which is irrelevant to this, but I just had to put something there. But yeah, and it also tends to make you wear out your tyres faster as well. Or you can be balanced, just a mix of both really, which is probably the best, but I tend to be more aggressive all the time. So yeah, secondly, try to be smooth. That's definitely a good tip, whether you're on wheel or controller. Just try to be smooth, because loads of people are really not smooth. They either, like, on wheel they can turn in too much or turn in too little, and then on a pad you can, like, because it's mostly lock to lock, it really doesn't matter, like, all too much. But actually it kind of does, because you can't just go from, like, the joystick being in the middle to the joystick being straight to the left. You need to kind of, like, work it. I don't know how to explain it, so there will be a video right here. So yeah, basically that is, like, how I, like, use the steering, obviously with my thumb, and just, it's really smooth, as you can see by this video. Like, you can see how the turning's, like, fairly smooth, and, like, it's not just, like, you know, letting go straight away. Like, you keep your thumb on it for, like, the entire time. The third thing is, do not rush with your assists. So I actually had every single assist on F1 2018. I started to take off braking assist, and yeah, it was quicker. Then I did medium traction, and that was quicker, and that's what I run today. Like, every assist apart from off braking, I've got medium traction, corners only racing line, and the rest is on, apart from those, like, ERS and fuel assist stuff, which no one uses anyway unless you're really new to the game. And yeah, and if you're really new to the game, use those assists. They do help you, but you do want, if you want to be quick, you do want to try and get off those assists as soon as possible. And yeah, also, if you actually are quite a quick driver, or are trying to be quick, and you've got most of the assists off, only have those assists off if they work for you. Don't just use off traction because you know it'll be quicker, okay? Don't just use anti-lock braking assist off because you know it'll be quicker, okay? What works for you, and go for it. If you need that medium traction, have it. As long as you're quick, it's fine. And then when you're ready, change it. But if you're not ready and it doesn't work, do not change it. Also, practice. Always practice, because practice does make perfect. Because, like, all of the time, you just need to practice, okay? Like, if you want to be quick, practice. It doesn't have to be in leagues. Do not rush to leagues, because if you rush to leagues, you're gonna be slow. You're gonna have people trouncing you, and then you're gonna lose confidence, and then you're just gonna be bad, okay? Unless you redeem, like, get a lot of redemption and, you know, stick your mind to it. But most of the time, you will start to lose confidence and not play the game ever again. But you don't want to do that. So yeah, just practice on career mode, Grand Prix mode if you want. Online is probably the best option. So yeah, and just try and keep on the game for as much as possible. Like, yes, okay, you don't have to go on it every single day, but go on it as much as you want, and and give yourself enough time to be able to improve each day. Also, another massive thing is have setups. Setups are so crucial. And another thing, don't, especially if you're on controller, don't just pick the number one setup and use it. Because most likely, if you're on a controller, that'll be a wheel person. And also, there's that flashback glitch. So don't pick like the 7th or 8th person, let's say that, because that is actually where that bracket is. So it'll probably be from a guy on a wheel, and so if you're on a controller, it's not going to suit you. It's going to probably be understeery in some parts, probably going to be oversteery in some parts. So you can try and get someone who is on a pad or controller. You can try and like add him as a friend or something. So what I tend to do is I add NZL Ryan or New Zealand Ryan or V Syra. They're both very quick pad players who use no assists. And what I like to do, because they use no assists, it's different. So I will look at the setup and I'll be like, okay, normally I run a bit higher wings than that, but I'll use it. But the main thing is suspensions, okay? They'll probably use suspensions like 1.9 and then anti-roll bars like 2.10, something like that, or 1.10. Okay, and then that will offset the car for people who run assists. So what you want to do is make them closer. So like from 1.9, you'd probably want to make it like 2.6, 2.7, 3.6, around that, and like same with the front end, same with the anti-roll bars and ride height as well, because if you're on a bumpy track, okay, it doesn't matter if they've got 2.3 ride height on, put it up to like 3.4 or something, because if not, your car's going to bottom out. For example, the other day I did a lap around Singapore, and it wasn't going too well. I started to get a bit low, I wasn't feeling too good. I had a look in the setups, tweaked the suspensions a tad, and I went 7 times quicker. That's how much a difference it can make. And yeah, it's just really, really vital, and you need to do it. So yeah, I'm probably going to make videos like this in the future as well, more videos like this, because, you know, I just want to help out people who aren't the best at the game. And yeah, so obviously this is where I'm going to end it. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. Please watch my recent videos. And yeah, I'll see you another time. Goodbye.